So whenever we talk about the concept of self-worship, Christian women, their relationship to themselves, and as we talked the other day about self-loathing being related to that, one of the things that will come up is, well, what if you realize you're falling into this, or you've been deceived, or you think you've bought into lies, and now what? What is the answer? Well, obviously the answer is always going to be look to Christ. It's a great Christian answer. It's true. It's the meat and potatoes of everything about the Christian life. But a Christian woman should not feel threatened by her own not enoughness. You're just not enough. It doesn't matter. Of course you're not. We're all failures. That's why we have Christ. The whole concept of not being enough is only a problem if you think you have to be worthy of worship. But if you don't think you have to be worthy of worship, then how do you get rid of these entanglements of bad philosophies that we have? 1 Peter 3:15 is that very famous passage about always being ready to give an answer for the hope that is in you. But right before he says that, he says, but sanctify the Lord God in your hearts. It is the posture of right worship to your God that overwhelms a Christian with gratitude, with joy, with a perfect understanding of your own insufficiency, but his sufficiency. And so it is really comes down to worship your God rightly, and you'll be free from all these real burdens of trying to be enough, trying to be thoughtful enough and calm enough and well taken care of enough. And I think if you can imagine with me a woman who does not have a perfect life, say her husband is having difficult health problems and her kids are having problems and their water heater blew up, but she is still joyful and at peace and thankful and full of gratitude, what would neighbors and friends and people want to know? They would want to know why. Why are you okay with this life that is having lots of problems, and you're not perfect, and this is not perfect? But because Christ is the focus in her life, and because she is oriented rightly to worshiping him, she has hope. And that's the thing that everyone wants to know how to get. And so if you go to that woman and you say, what's the reason for the hope that's in you? She's not going to say, this is my self-care regime. These are the things I do. These are my morning affirmations. This is how, the only thing that equips a person to deal joyfully with the actual problems of this real life is Jesus Christ. That's it. And so as Christians, we should have this hope, and we should have an overwhelming desire to share that with others. And so instead of being stuck in our own insecurities of not being enough of a God to be worth any of this or to be able to overcome all of our trials, we should just be so full of gratitude that our God is more than enough and that we are just his creatures. Was it too much? Do you think I should do something else? Think it's okay? I mean, how many videos do we want in this shirt?